Welcome back to The Next Big Thing. I'm your host, Jess Todtfeld. Would you like to reverse the aging process? Would you like to get rid of stress and overwhelm in your life? Even our camera guy back there is nodding because he is a human being. And of course, everyone would say yes to this. Why wouldn't they? Rochel Lawson is here. Thank you for being here, by the way.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you have been called the queen of feeling fabulous because that's what you do. You help people to feel amazing and make all those changes. Oh, there's so much for us to cover. Let's start with stress. Kind of a big one that we all encounter. Tell us.
Stress is killing our society. In fact, it is the #1 cause of illness and disease. But what's even more startling is 98% of the people that are stressed will deny that they're in stress.
People are denying right now while they're watching. But we know that there are stresses that we could make ourselves feel better. At least this word "feel" comes up. People turn to alcohol, obviously, and drugs, or whatever their thing is, to try to feel better. What can people do that works?
People can do things naturally to feel better, and actually by doing things naturally to feel better, it actually is really good for your mind and your body. For instance, if you're stressed, you're behind the wheel driving, commute. I know a lot of people spend time, especially where I live at, in their cars commuting back and forth from work, and there's a lot of road rage because there's a lot of traffic.
Yes,
okay?
Another area of stress, okay.
Yes. So what I tell people is if you're in the car and you're feeling like you're getting stressed out, somebody's pissing you off because they're going too slow or in their fast lane and they're driving slow and they should be in the slow lane, you know, all that kind of crazy stuff, I say, turn up the radio, find a tune that you like or put in your favorite CD and listen to it. But not only listen to it, sing the tune as loud as you can, like if you're in the shower, because for one, it's going to take your mind off the distractions of being stressed because you're in commute. And two, you're going to feel so much better. It's going to enliven your body and invigorate you. And, you know, you're going to have a good time. And no one has to hear how bad or how good you sound. So that's a recommendation.
And this is a wonderful thing that you say we can even do during the workday.
Yes.
Explain.
I say when you're at your desk or at your cubicle or in your office, and if you're feeling stressed or you're feeling the pressures of the day coming, you know, your boss is on your back, what you can do is stand up for a minute by your desk. I say 1 to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Do some stretching. You can even do some jumping jacks. And what that is going to do is it's going to increase your oxygen intake, which is going to decrease those corticosteroids that you know tend to circulate when we are stressed. And it's going to bring more revigoration, creativity, focus to your mind. But also because you're stretching or you're doing jumping jacks, it's going to get your blood flowing and it's going to create natural energy for you. So it's going to really decrease the stress processes that are going on. And it only takes 1 to 2 minutes.
1 to 2 minutes.
1 to 2 minutes.
And we may say, well, I might feel a little silly or I'm stretching, but people should try it one time because you will feel amazing, right?
You will feel absolutely amazing. It may sound silly and people may think you're silly as they're walking past your office, but who cares what they're thinking? Because it's all about you and your mind and your body and keeping yourself healthy and, of course, feeling fabulous.
Maybe for that first time they want to shut a door, stand somewhere, stretch and do that.
No, I say give people a look. Let them
see what they... and you know what? I think other people will start to join in.
Because I want to know your secret as to one, why you're not stressing out in the middle of the day when you have deadlines to meet, and two, you're going to look fabulous. So why not try it?
And during the workday, we can walk down to our car if we have a car or go somewhere to the side, and we're going to feel just as amazing as we might in the car.
Exactly. You know, the good thing about being in your car, like being in your shower, is you can sing as loud as you want to and sound as bad as someone that attracts the rats out like me because I can't sing. However, no one has to hear you.
That's okay, right.
And it's so good. It's like, you know, it's just very invigorating and very releasing. And so who would not want to have those feel-good hormones instead of those corticosteroids that, you know, actually are not really good for us all the time.
Well, Billy Crystal, who is playing Lorenzo Lamas on Saturday Night Live, said it's better to look good than to feel good. You say we can have both.
I do.
And let's talk about the looking good part. I talked about reversing the aging process. You are 111. All right, no, you're not 111 years old. But you were telling me backstage when we were chatting that you've always been told that people thought you were much, much younger, and starting out in business, people thought you were somebody's assistant, and you were actually one of the leaders there to get things started. What can people do? What have you done to reverse the aging process?
Well, I'd have to kill you if I told you that
Oh,
one.
no, I
But
can't believe. Are you going to let me in? Okay, you let me in.
I love you so much.
Yeah.
But what I do is meditation. And I
Yeah.
know people take that for granted, or they think they have to do this long meditative process every day, and you really don't. Here's the factors that I know about meditation. It increases your lifespan by 20 minutes. So you want to add additional 20 minutes to your lifespan. You don't need to meditate for an hour to do that. You can meditate for 5 minutes. As a matter of fact, singing in the car or singing in the shower is a form of meditation.
That counts?
Yes.
That's great. And it will start to have an effect on our aging.
Yes.
And it's just one of the many things.
Yeah, it's just one of the many things. Of course, eating right, taking, time to exercise and all that stuff comes into play. But a little bit of meditation goes a long, long way.
And a lot of people beat themselves up over we're doing the right thing, the wrong thing. What can you add? What can you tell us? What should we be doing more of?
Well, I definitely say you need to eat right. You need to put good food in to have good results manifest that look on the outward side. So if you're eating fast food and, skipping meals or eating a lot of junk food, guess what? That's going to be reflective in how you look. But if you're taking in good foods and you're keeping yourself hydrated and you're doing a little exercise, you're going to really start to look and feel fabulous.
Should we put a little challenge out to people?
I think we should.
We should. How long should they try eating right?
21 days.
21 days?
Yes, and I'm going to say it doesn't have to be like intense and you have to change your whole diet.
Yes.
You can start with just eating, say, a banana or an apple a day, keeps the doctor
I think
away.
we're going to need help doing this, and coaching is one of the things that you do.
For sure.
We should probably flash on the screen a way people can get a hold of you.
Yes.
How can people get a hold of you?
They can contact me via a couple ways. I actually have something free I want to offer.
You do? We like free stuff.
Can I do that?
When will we say no to free stuff? Tell us.
Okay, good. So I'm going to tell people, you can go to stressassessmentmagic.com.
Yes.
And what it is, it's an assessment, not just based on stress, but a wellness assessment of you where you get immediate results as feedback as to where you are right now at that moment in time. You get free gifts. You get a meditation, so you don't have to try to figure out how to meditate. You can just plug this in, listen to it. You get an opportunity to have a free session with me so we can, strategize and figure out what your priorities are, and then I can help you to design something that's going to be uniquely specific to you and your challenges and help you get through that. And you get my 21 tips to instantly reduce stress that works phenomenally. And you're going to have these gifts that people are going to want. They may even come in your office and try to take them from you.
You better guard them.
Yeah.
Rochel Lawson helps people to design their best life now.
Right.
And people should take you up either on the challenge that we threw out there. They should get some of that free stuff. They're silly not to. Of course, if they want to look better, feel better, and have an amazing life like you've been doing. And you just radiate all of this the second you walked in here today. So thank you for being here. It was wonderful to have you. We'll have you back.
Thank you. I'll come back anytime.